Hi you guys, so this video is gonna be more, not really vlog style, because I'm not gonna like carry the camera around throughout my day or anything like that, but it's gonna be kind of like a vlog style in the sense that I'm just gonna kind of talk about whatever and maybe even kind of walk around my room a little bit, because I'm sort of realizing, for me, one of the things I've always loved about YouTube is that I feel like it's a place where people can bring their real life into the world and share it with the world. I think that's one of the things I always loved about YouTube since I was a little kid. I was born in 1996, so I remember YouTube the early days. I was probably like I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 or something like that. I remember being at my cousin's house, literally across the street, and my older cousin, she was 11 and I was like 6 or 7. And yeah, I remember being inside of her room because she's the one that had the computer, and she'd be watching YouTube, and back then, early YouTube, it wasn't like now where you could find a video for anything that you want to learn, DIY anything, or watch all your favorite comedians on YouTube, or practically everything's on YouTube now. But back then, at the beginning, it was just regular people, making videos, and some of it was funny, and that's when the first YouTubers really came out, right? But there was something really raw about YouTube, and I guess I really missed that. And I think that what would make me happy is to, years in the future, be able to come back and look at these videos that I'm posting and be like, wow, that was me when I was 29 years old, and that was, when I was going through when I was first starting my business, right? And I don't know. I just think it would just be really cool for me to be able to come back and look at a video where it's like this. It's more raw, it's less scripted, and I don't know that I'm gonna do this style of video every video, because I'm a very kind of creative type of person. But I think to have videos like this sometimes is gonna be really nice for me to be able to go back and look, and I guess I want to bring some of that nostalgia to my present life because I've always been somebody who likes like older video games. I like older anime. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely love modern technology as well, but there's something about, the technology that was out when I was like, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I really like. It's a little bit more analog, the way that if you're familiar with like the Nintendo 64, they had the cassettes, there was something really cool about how dense it was, and it wasn't a disc, it was like this cartridge, and I like stuff like that. That's why I have this lamp back there. It's like kind of retro. I like I like sort of like retro style. I have the checkered map back there. I have this one, the big wave, I think it's called. Um, I just really like I like sort of retro style. And I guess the 90s or the early 2000s reminds me of like this sort of retro sort of vibe, and I guess I want to bring a little bit of the early YouTube vibe to present day YouTube, and hopefully it can be a fun place. I think it's fun to watch people talk, and they're just being themselves, and it's really raw and organic. And I guess, obviously I want to make videos, I want to make art that I would enjoy to watch, right? And and I don't know, I mean, if this video or a video similar to this one were to like really blow up and people were to watch this, it would be probably the coolest video to be able to blow up because it would just be me being me. And I guess that's what I want to do. I want to make videos that feel like there's a real soul behind it. I don't want to make something that feels synthetic. I want to make something that feels real. And obviously there could be structure, and I'm not against that. Like I said, I'm going to make a lot of different style of videos, but I think these types of videos is fucking sick as fuck, and I guess I'm getting more and more into my creativeness as I get older, and I'm just really excited about the infinite amount of possibilities that can come from, being creative and really trusting my intuition and doing what I really want. Because I think, as one of my favorite musicians, Vincent, otherwise known as FKJ, one of the things he says about creating music is that you want to create music that you like, you know. But I think that message could be for any artist or any creative. You know, you have to create things that you like, and I think for me is like you have to feel proud of it. You have to feel like, oh, this is really cool. I really like that. You know, because if you only make things that is just trying to you know, make things that other people like but that you don't really like, it's kind of like eventually you're going to lose the joy in that process, right? You know, but I feel like if there's an enjoyment in the process and you're always having fun with the process, then that's how you end up having a really long life full of excitement and love and beauty and development and growth, which is literally what I'm trying to do. And I know that one day I also want to be a father, and I want to be the type of dad that inspires his kids, not inspires them in the sense that like not ins- like yeah, I guess I want to inspire their soul. You know, I don't even know what I was going to say there, but I want to inspire their soul. I want my kids to look to be with me and to think that their dad is the coolest dad in the world, right? And not for me to feed my ego, but because I know that if they think I'm the coolest dad in the world, they're going to probably end up thinking that they're the coolest person in the world too. You know, and I'm always going to encourage them to be themselves. It's not like, hey, do what I do, you know, but at the same time, if I'm a cool enough dad for them to want to be like me, then that I would say that's a great thing, you know? Um so and it all starts with how you act on a regular basis, and that's why I want to make this whole YouTube experience for myself really fun. Because if I start making videos on here and I'm dreading it and I'm not having fun, then I feel like that literally goes against my very essence, you know. Because I wanna inspire the world to bring more childlike sort of love into the world. Because I believe that honestly, like childlike energy would heal the world. Because I genuinely think that anxiety and worry and anger and resentment and jealousy and envy, like all those things, even though those emotions are not bad, like childlike love and play, I feel like is literally the opposite of all those things. And if there's more of that, then the world becomes a better place, in my opinion. So I'm trying to bring some of that element to this reality and inspire people to be themselves and to really enjoy this life, because the beauty is being here in the now. The beauty is being in the moment. The beauty is not the future. The beauty is here in the now, right? And I think we can so easily forget that, fantasizing over the future or staying stuck in our past. But if you could truly come to the present moment and have that childlike sort of play and fun, then I think it makes everything better. So I'm not sure who needed to hear that message, but if you made it this far, make sure to subscribe so that way you can see the videos that I'm posting. Trying to post every day. Yesterday I missed, but practically every other day I've been posting since I started. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment any ideas for future videos or any questions or anything that you want to share about your life. This is a safe space, you know, no judgment space here. Can't promise that the rest of the internet will abide by that rule, but I will always be kind and respectful to those who comment on my videos. So, or at least I'll always try to be, you know. I'm not perfect, so. All right, much love, and I'll see you soon. Peace.